and I'm 29 years old. This is a film about my life in my world. My aim is to show you all how being different doesn't stop you achieving things in life and leading a life just like anybody else in society. By the way, I forgot to mention that I've got raw veins. So, a major part of my life is my relationship with Dan, who met 11 years ago. We started off just as friends, but we realised that we share so many common interests together that it just slowly developed into a romance, and we've been together ever since.
Yeah, we decided to get a bit more serious with things. We both worked like crazy for years and years and years to save up a deposit for a mortgage. Bought this place. Shortly after that we started to get engaged. We went for a very lovely romantic break to Paris. I popped the question halfway up the Eiffel Tower, as you do. It's all going really, really nicely, and we've got a fantastic wedding plan for next June.
And we're very happy together.
Absolutely.
We just carry on as anybody else does in society. Nothing stops us, and we're just living our lives like everybody else.
Have you Dan good time doing it?
So Dan talked earlier about work, and I've worked since I was 17 years old in a number of different capacities, some voluntary and some paid. Some of these roles include a school receptionist, a chairperson of a youth club, and I'm now actually a peer support planner. As well as these different roles, I've also achieved numerous different qualifications in different courses. I have a MVQ in Business Administration, an MVQ in Customer Services, and I've done various other diplomas. But my greatest achievement of all has been studying with the Open University. I managed to achieve first class honours in my open degree, just show it there. And I've also got a video of when I graduated last year, 2011.
What's your name and where are you from?
Okay, my name's Marie for starters, and I'm from Milton, Keynes, Buckinghamshire.
Not far away from the Open University.
Not far at all, about 4 miles away.
What did you study?
I studied an open degree. It was a mix of child welfare, education, a mix of science, just a whole bundle really. Decided to do an open degree.
How did you do?
I got first, so I was very happy.
I bet.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
It took me 4 years. I think usually people take about 6 to 8 years, but I crammed quite a few courses into 1 year and did it over 4.
What were you doing before?
I was working as a school receptionist for 8 years, but I decided that I wanted to just broaden my horizons and do a degree and just, see where it gets me.
So did you take time off work to concentrate on the
I
studies?
actually did my degree while I was working at the school, but for the last 2 years, obviously, the workload was getting more heavy and time-consuming, so I decided to leave working at the school, and I did some part-time work alongside my degree, and yeah, here I am now.
And here is the wind. So, tell me, what are you going to do with your qualification?
I'm applying for jobs actually with the OU in student services, hoping to help other disabled people like myself get out there and get a degree. So hopefully every now and out here graduating.
Brilliant. Thank you very much and good luck.
Okay, thanks a lot. So we're now outside our bungalow in the front garden, and my plan now is to give you a tour. So here we go. This gadget enables me to get inside the bungalow, but also out. One button opens the door, and the same button closes it. So as you can see, it's quite a large room. It's our guest bedroom, and we've had people stay with and without disabilities, and they love staying here. They love the colour, and we'll go on to the next one. So this next room is quite tiny, as you can see, but we mainly use it as a junk room. It's got my old wheelchairs in here. It's always handy to have a spare one in case this one breaks. We've got various posters on the wall. I'll just talk about them briefly. As Dan mentioned, he's a research scientist, and that was the mission that he worked on when we met each other. He's now working on a mission called Rosetta, and you should be able to see that now on the screens. So we'll now go on to the next one. This is our bedroom. As you can see again, it's nice and roomy. It enables me to move my chair around. Move on now to the bathroom. Again, it's nice and roomy. We've got a bath lift here that enables me to get into the bath very independently. When we moved in, we had these doors widened, the bathroom door and the bedroom door. But in terms of adaptations, expanded the bath lift and the doors, that's all we've had to have done. Going on to the next room is the dining room. Again, as you can see, plenty of room to move around. We often have people round for a barbecue, and we've had children running up and down, and just plenty of room for everybody. The next room this is our garden room, and the desk here on the right is where I studied for my bachelor's degree. I'm going to be using it again very shortly because I'm going on to do a master's. If we turn around here, we've got various pets, nice fish tank, and Timmy the tortoise. Okay, this is our lounge. Again, nice and roomy, plenty of room, with our lovely corner sofa, which we love to snuggle up to. And out there in the conservatory, we have a pair of lovebirds. We're now moving into the kitchen. This is the only room in the house that we haven't been able to decorate yet. Reason being is because we were refused a disabled facilities grant by Milton Keynes Council. The main reason being is because we work, everything's means tested. I'll just show you some of the problems in terms of why we need it adapted. As you can see, opening it was quite difficult, but also I can't actually reach down to lift food in and out. So that's one of the problems with the kitchen. And also shutting the door. The other problem that we've got is accessing the sink. We need to access it independently. My wheelchair does actually rise up, but the issue of course is getting the chair underneath because of the wheels and the front of the seat. So I'm still limited, and basically I'm unable to really do anything at the sink. So also, the other problem that we've got is me being able to reach the worktops. Again, it's the same problem, where I can't actually get my wheelchair underneath. So the chair can go up, but I can't actually reach anything. We did actually, however, manage to get a grant to have this door fitted, which means it's all level access for me to get out. So at least enable me to reach the freezer, which I can independently open. And then we've got level access out into the garden. So we can have a look at the garden. So I'm now outside in my area, so off to the post office we go. So this weekend, Dan and I are doing a fundraising event for the Bottle Bone Society. That is the UK charity of my condition. We've been here for 2 days and we're selling various clothes, books, DVDs and the VBS merchandise, t-shirts, stress balls, cups, different things like that, just to raise more money for people that need wheelchairs and other equipment. target rifle shooting. This is my rifle here. I've shot at various national competitions, as you can see from the stickers on the side, where it has to go through equipment control. I've been shooting now for I think about 3 or 4 years. Might be a little bit longer. I just really enjoy it, and we'll do some training now. mentioned earlier, at the start of my story, I've got osteogenesis imperfecta, which is commonly known as broken bones. I've had about 200 fractures, but I think, as you have seen from my story, I live a fairly independent life, even as independent as anybody else that hasn't got a disability. My condition doesn't really get me down at all. I mean, I cope with it relatively quite well, as you've seen from my driving. I managed to do a degree, I'm engaged, and we're planning our wedding for next year. That's something that I really want for the future. My masters as well is something that I'm going to go for the future. In terms of independence for the future, I really want to be able to be fully independent in our bungalow that we brought together. As I've mentioned, the kitchen is just not suitable for a wheelchair user, and Milton Keynes Council will not help us adapt it, and this is all because of means testing. As soon as somebody lives with a partner that works, if you've got a disability, you're totally cut off from the services such as the Disabled Facilities Grant. I know so many friends that cannot move in with their partners because they just will not get the help and the support that they need. But why should somebody that's got a disability be punished for wanting a life like anybody else? It's just not fair. I've tried to cope as well as I can in the kitchen that we've got, but it's just not working. I've already fractured my arm, I slightly fractured my femur, I was in plaster for months, even more pain, more agony, and it's just really, really frustrating, and I'm just outraged that the council or just nobody out there will just help us adapt it. You know, we're not made of money, we've got a mortgage to pay for, we cannot pay for it ourselves. It's just not as simple as saving up and paying for it ourselves. If I didn't have a disability, then, you know, we wouldn't need these additional adaptations. You know, I could cope, I'd be able to stand up, reach, you know, cope like anybody else does. I'm just absolutely outraged that you can see how disabled I am, and we just can't get help to finish this last part of our bungalow off. Okay, so I'm coming near to the end of my story now, but there's just something else that I'd like to show you shortly. This fantastic device here that you can see me moving with my arms was made by a local charity called REMA. I think they're actually a national charity, but the one in Milton Keynes made this for me, totally free of charge, and obviously we gave a donation for their time and their efforts. It enables me to move along the floor. It actually attaches to the wall in the dining room, and it goes up to my wheelchair height so I can transfer across. I've not been able to walk since I was 8 years old, so obviously I can't really use my legs to reach things or to get around on the floor. I have to totally rely on my arms. I hope you've enjoyed my story and been able to see how independent I am in terms of my ability to drive a car, and to see the successes that I've done in terms of getting a place with my fiance. We've got a mortgage, as already mentioned, and my degree, and as I said earlier, I'm about to start my masters. So that's goodbye from me, and I hope you've enjoyed.